gray hair.
Carmichael showed him great bald head shit.
Right.
He on Jack Box show.
I love the Carmichael show.
Great. Left way too soon. Welcome back to the 478 podcast. My name is Gringo Marks, and this is where we give you the facts, theories, and opinion. This is my esteemed co-host,
Mojo Goody.
and we back again with another one. And you know, here at the 478, we like to talk about shit that's going on. You know what I'm saying? And with something that's really going on right now, real hard, is Kwame Brown. Now, when I say the words Kwame Brown to you, Mojo, what's the first thing pop in your head?
NBA bust.
Kwame Brown.
Most definitely, man. He was very disappointed in the NBA, man. He was drafted in 2001 by the Washington Wizards by none other than Michael Jordan, his airness himself, man. And to say the least, man, he really didn't live up to expectation, especially when you go number one in the NBA draft, you know?
And then you got, I think, that we got Kwame Brown is like lashing out right now in the media against a lot of the sports figures that have talked down on him throughout the years. And part of the reason is, like Mojo said, like first thing part of his head when you say Kwame Brown, the NBA bust. It's a lot of niggas who done played in the NBA throughout the years who wasn't that good. Know what I'm saying? But the fact that niggas always in your head, Kwame Brown ain't shit. Kwame Brown ain't shit.
He's the
Kwame Brown
poster
tired of
child.
that shit.
He's the poster child for being bust. And the say he got drafted in 2001 and it being 2020, that's 19 years of hearing your name.
2021, Mojo.
Welcome in the new year, man.
That's 20 years.
20 years exactly of him being an NBA like poster child for being a bust. Nobody wants to come in the league and have a career like Kwame Brown, man. And he heard his name in press multiple times over years and years. And I never thought that it would come down to me enjoying the comedic stylings of Kwame Brown, man. Because since, like, he had a problem with Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson on the All the Smoke podcast, and that really was stem from, well, they had Gilbert Arenas on as a guest, and I mean, I guess his name got flung around as the usual, you know, saying he's a bust and how disappointed it was because Gilbert actually played with him. So,
I think everybody played with us up for Matt Barnes. Like, Steven Jackson played with him too in Charlotte.
So now, you know, he has a little platform. You know, he was actually doing YouTube before this popped off. He was somebody who always spoke on Black Lives Matter and Trump issues, saying people will brainwash black people. But now he uses to say, man, I'm tired of y'all motherfucking having my name in your mouth. Y'all shouldn't be talking about me, man. This nigga popping off. I think he really want to whoop their ass.
See, Mojo, to me, the thing that really made the Kwame Brown shit interesting, like, when you hear Kwame Brown talk, he sound like a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? The way he talk, the way he say shit, sounds some shit that I'm used to niggas saying around me. It made me think, like, it really made me call, I want to see more behind the scenes of the NBA. I want to hear what these niggas saying to each other on the court. Cause like, when I was growing up, we looked at the NBA like some clean cut sports playing type niggas who just was American. Hey, how you doing? Eat your Wheaties type of niggas.
Right.
But like, when we done got older, we realized these niggas regular niggas, a lot of these niggas from the hood. These like some hood ass niggas just playing the fuck out some basketball. I want to hear what they say to each other. I know myself, like, read lips on there. I done seen niggas call referee fuck ass niggas pussy and shit. Like, man, that nigga raw out there. And then do an interview like, yeah, we playing real good, we playing real hard.
For the TV.
And talk real good. So I just want to hear what the fuck they be saying to each other for real. Because Kwame Brown, who was considered a bust, and I kind of know how they probably treated him when he was playing.
Right.
The way that nigga raw. Imagine how like the top nigga raw. Like y'all seen the last day. Y'all see how Michael was talking to niggas? You know, this shit crazy.
And then he was drafted by Michael. So they say his road in the NBA wasn't easy because under Michael, there was a lot of pressure on him. He came in at 19 years old. Right. Was he fresh out of high school?
Fresh out of high school.
Fresh out of high school. So for a 19-year-old, be coming into all this money and you having a new lifestyle, he says the pressure weighed on him. That went into him not really having a good career. So me personally, right now, I'm happy for the nigga because I'm glad that you getting some eyes looking at you. I'm quite sure he got a certified YouTube. So the views you getting from lashing out and finally saying, hey, listen, man, keep my name out your mouth, he probably getting a little money from that. And now he's going to expand it and to keep being on YouTube. And now, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Because now, he talking about whoever the fuck you want to talk about now.
I feel like it can't be nothing but a good thing. I like when people parlay their opportunities into other opportunities.
Right.
Like you said, he been on YouTube speaking out of shit. people didn't really pay attention to it because it's stigma like Kwame Brown. But then when he started talking about the shit he talking about, and you got people tuning in, you know, getting their attention, the hard part, not keeping it, you know what I'm saying? You do whatever you can do to keep it. He might have found a different revenue stream. Like Kwame Brown have made millions and $1 million over his career, unbeknownst to Kwame Brown to be such a bust. He played 12 years in the NBA. So he was on somebody's roster getting paid for some kind of reason. He was good enough to beat up.
For longer than a decade, so he did something.
So he got money. So if he used this to generate another stream of revenue for himself, I'm not mad at it. Let's get your money, Kwame.
And you know, we can talk about him being a bust, but I heard him speak on it. He was like, he was 19 years old and put his mama in a house. You know, he done had money and longevity at having money. He been had money. Probably put it in the right place. He's well off in life. So all the backlash over the time, hearing that in the head, knowing that, you know, I'm doing good in life, sometimes it just get pushed too far. And this time, you know, he had something to say about it. And he could have really been saying something about it. It's been about 20 years. And, you know, but I think he did it at a good time. Like we say, we're in the internet age, and now he's gaining a new celebrity just from being on YouTube. So that's going to be another stream of income, definitely.
And what I would direct the V's, I always say, you know, since success is a state of mind. So for Kwame to get there and goddamn buy him on my house and be successful and shit, like I can't be a bust, but look at me. You know what I'm saying? So he might have never felt himself he was a bust. So probably him just everyday niggas say, hey, Kwame Brown, goddamn, you can't play. He got sick of that shit, and now he lashed out with a vengeance. But like he turned into some other shit. He going crazy. The thing that I'm seeing people saying they got a problem with Kwame Brown, like the people who he really getting on with, they saying like, we've been talking about you, Kwame Brown, the basketball player. Right. You're not a basketball player. Not like, let's say if you was a chef at a restaurant, we don't like eating your food. We ain't saying you ain't shit as a person. Right, Kwame Brown is coming out and attacking these people on a personal level. He calling niggas out to fight. He talking about niggas fucking niggas' girlfriends and niggas playing with niggas' kids. Yeah, and niggas betting on and all kind of shit. He saying all kind of wild shit about these niggas. And like, it's really like out the basketball realm. And people feel, do you feel like Kwame has that right? Because he done endured so much, like slander, if you will, on his name throughout the years, or do you feel like nigga, he wrong because we talking about basketball and you talking about some real shit?
I don't feel like he has the right to attack these people personally, but he's so hurt because he really tied together his life. I'm quite sure Kwame Brown loved basketball. You feel me? So his life up to a certain point was based off basketball. So when you call him a bust, I think he tied that to like a personal insult. You feel me? Like this is what I strive for. How I'm a bust. I put my mama in the house. So he takes it personal, and that's why I think he lashes out personally against them because he can't really say, does Matt Barnes have a championship?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
That's what I want to say. With the one with the Warriors, well, he may just be with the Warriors, but he might have won with the Lakers.
Neither one of those were superstars. You know, well, Steph Jackson,
Steph Jackson was out there. He wasn't a superstar, but he was a damn good player. He was a star.
You feel me? At a point, I think he made some All-Star teams. We can say that.
And he won a championship with the Spurs as a major contributor.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So
NBA champions.
He has to go that level off top because you're talking to champions. They may not have been the stars, but they was on the championship system. And, you know, it's all about the team. We can talk about individual players when we talk about the Michael Jordans, the LeBrons, the Kobe's, the Paul Pierces, but nobody did it without a team.
Right. So,
you know, they were a part of that. And Kwame, he's never been close to tasting that, I don't think. Like, you know, if he wasn't even a piece. He was heating the bench up for a long time. You know what I'm saying?
Keeping it real warm.
But I can't bring a black brother down. So he made his money, man. Congratulations to that, man. But if you can carry it on and make some money on this YouTube shit, go ahead. But, you know, I don't think it's going to last too long, especially if now you're going to direct your insults to other celebrities, you know, knowing that's what you were mad about. Insults being brought to you.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
We're gonna take a break for a second. Forget about it.
Verno, you spazzing. Yeah. Go dummy, Kyle. If you won't smoke, then it's up like a chimney. Pulling nigga screens, got me feeling like ninja. And you know I gotta keep that thing on me in case a nigga thinking that I'm timid. Gon' be a Gon' be a If you won't smoke, then it's up like a chimney. Pulling nigga screens, got me feeling like ninja. And you know I gotta keep that thing on me in case a nigga thinking that I'm timid.
okay, upon releasing the album, J. Cole, the off season, man, he actually joined a basketball league in Africa, man. And that's really got to be a dream come true for the nigga, because in all his music, he done had a theme of basketball shit, even from the warm-up, Friday Night Lights. And now he in Africa really living that shit out, man. How you feel about it, man? Have you seen any of his highlights? I have.
In the words of Charles Barkley, the nigga averaged triple single. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely, he did.
He out there being, he out there. You know, that's all you can say about the nigga as far as that. But I respect the fact that that's a dream. I like how he built his brand on dream. You know what I'm saying? He labeled his dream chaser. He always kept with the basketball motif. He got a shoe with fucking Puma, Revenge of the Dream. He got like his own fucking shoe, basketball shoe. Right. Dream. Right. I like how he kept with the theme, even though his talent might not have been up to par with his dreams in one arena. His dream was always big, and then he turned that shit. He became a world famous rapper, and still always never gave on his dream of basketball.
Cause that was his first dream. He actually went to St. John University.
Oh yeah,
he played. He got some minutes. He averaged more than he averaged in Africa. I can tell you that.
We also got to remember he is 36 and haven't played organized basketball for a long time. So maybe a prime J. Cole could have averaged an even better triple single.
You know what? I really ain't think about that. That nigga 36.
He's 36. He's like LeBron.
He probably playing against like 24-year-olds and shit like that. So that really give him a little curve to play on.
Right.
And
then he played for 3 games. He like, man, nigga, I'm just warming up. I'm just giving y'all a little razzle-dazzle. I could have really gave it to you, fuck nigga. You know what I'm saying?
And if anything, it's good promotion for the African League. I think it's like their first year. So for a star like J. Cole to be on there, it really is going to be good for them next year. No telling who they have on there. Either way, it's going to bring money to the league either way.
I feel that. And then I say like a little controversy about it. They were saying that J. Cole being not that good a basketball player and him being on that team, he taking a roster spot from like a player who could really be beneficial to the team. But my thing is like they bring like highlighting the league to make more money for everybody overall. Like if you were that good of a player, J. Cole wouldn't be taking your fucking spot, nigga. Right. So like don't cry about it.
It's about notoriety. Just like really J. Cole, even though how sorry he may play in it.
Triple single.
The notoriety of him, like it could be like what Jordan did for the NBA in a way, because before Jordan, Nike wasn't selling like the way they were selling.
Converse
Jordan came in, Converse with the shit, Dr. J's and shit. But now when Jordan come in, he switched up to Nike and make it a brand. Everybody want to ball in some Nikes, So I feel like J. Cole, I don't know how, but you can cross promote and have something where they just bring more money to the league. So, man, I salute the brother. You always talk about playing basketball, and here you are. You done had a professional basketball career. That can really, top off a good career.
Now, Mojo, with J. Cole, the basketball player. J. Cole being the basketball player is significant because he's J. Cole, the rapper, correct?
Right.
So recently, an internet meme just came out. It's the Mount Rushmore of the 2000s, and J. Cole is amongst that along with Drake and Kendrick, and then the last face is a question mark. Who would you say should occupy that face on the Mount Rushmore of the 2010s for that 4th spot? Bro, I know who my vote is. Know what I'm saying?
Listen, bro, I was just talking about this.
And LeBron James agrees with me.
And to me, like the first name that really, in my mind, I said they should be on there is Kendrick Lamar.
He is on there. It's Kendrick, J. Cole, and Drake. The 4th spot is empty.
Oh, no, but I seen an updated one. And guess who they have?
Who that?
Nicki Minaj.
That's the content. Nicki Minaj, let me tell you what happened. I feel like Future should be there. You know what I'm saying? Right. As far as like for the 2010 influence, he on that level. LeBron James agreed with that. He tweeted out that same picture or whatever, and he said Future. Nicki Minaj then replied to him and said, "You mean Nicki Minaj?" So she really asserted herself. Hey. And when you got to do that, I don't fuck with it. The people need to say it, not you. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Future should be there. I think that really may be Nicki problem. She like to assert herself instead of letting the people say it.
All right, bro, follow me.
Okay.
See, my debate is I'm really to the point of thinking K-Dot may not belong on the list. I think the list should be Drake, Future,
Cole,
J. Cole, and Nicki Minaj. I feel like overall they may be more influential on the culture than Kendrick in a way, even though Kendrick may be the best lyricist of it, but he don't have them children.
See, that's the thing about Kendrick. He's not like if it's like I don't think the Mount Rushmore is like pure influence. It's like a mixture of like acclaim. He's the most like accomplished of all of them as far as like acclaim. Like,
he got Pulitzer.
Crucial, Pulitzer. Like, he got certain hardware to get him a distinction. You know what I'm saying? He may not have won MVP every year, but he was Defensive Player of the Year and led the league in this and all type of shit, distinguished type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, well, let's break it down to just one-on-one then.
Okay.
So you telling me between, you want Future on them?
Well, definitely got to be on the Future.
Between Kendrick Lamar,
Drake with dreads.
When?
That who Future is, he Drake with dreads. And Drake is Future with fame.
Kendrick Lamar, Nicki Minaj. So you think Kendrick belong on there over Nicki Minaj? That's what the battle come down to.
If we're just basing it strictly off of influence, then no Nicki should be there. But if we're doing like a roundabout as far as like acclaim and status and all kind of a well-rounded approach, and I would have to say Kendrick. He's a esteemed artist. But we're doing just pure who was out there, then Nicki would definitely out there.
Okay, when you say acclaim and status now, let's say over this 10-year decade, would you put Kendrick Lamar, how long of that 10 years would you say he was the best? He was the one?
His rookie year, which would be Good Kid, Mad City. He had strong. His thing,
I love that shit too.
He hasn't been out there as much, but every time he's popped up, it's been stellar.
Yeah, of course. That's what I think. That nigga come and change everything for like a few months, and we're gonna talk about it because he make music with big content, shit that make you think. Say, you know,
he's more in that acclaim kind of level of like Erykah Badu at this far, Maxwell. Like they don't always drop, but when they do, it's a big thing. Now, can you really say some of these people who may drop more consistently and got a good bit of popularity are necessarily better than the Maxwell or Erykah Badu? That's debatable. It kind of just compare what you taste for. I think he kind of one of them type of niggas. Okay,
this where my argument go. See, Nicki Minaj, her last drop, this Seeing Green, I ain't like her part on it at all.
Terrible. I tell everybody,
so,
terrible.
That was not world stopping. It just, she really should not been on it.
Right.
You feel me?
Drake and Wayne had that. Wayne went crazy.
I asked you say his rookie year, he had that was when he was number one. That when he was on top. Now, I have an argument for Nicki Minaj that whole 10-year period wasn't nobody fucking with her in her lane. So that's why I feel like as a female, she belongs on the Mount Rushmore. And let's throw the feminine on there, man.
See, but the thing about it is, like
it ain't all the boys' game, man.
You're right, it's not. Now she'll definitely be the queen of the female Mount Rushmore. But
we don't need no.
But let me tell you what thing you got to see. And we been equal, why they can't have their own Mount Rushmore. But let me say this right here though. If we talking about like the money calling. The money calling.
All the time.
But you know what I'm saying, if we talking about like, man, you fucked me up. What we saying?
We were talking about Nicki Minaj, Kendrick Lamar on the Mount Rushmore, the female Mount Rushmore.
Okay, like you said, she was the only one in her lane. Yeah. Nicki didn't have no competition, so when she couldn't dominate. She's like the Dwight Howard of the rap game. Right. He was the best big man in a weak era of big man. She was the biggest female rapper in the era of no female rappers. Kendrick had still competition. Like he had a good rookie year in the midst of your Drakes, your J. Cole's, your A$AP Rockies, your Wale. He shined on the competition. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a kind of level of competition type thing.
So when it come down to the end and all be all, you'll take K-Dot on the Mount Rushmore over Nicki.
I wouldn't be mad at either one of them being on there or not being on there.
Let's say it's a 5-headed Mount Rushmore. We just put both of them on there.
Yeah, Nicki can be on there, most definitely. She earned that 5 spot. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely. So on the next topic, man. Now I really want to give this man some props. DeAndre, Soulja Boy,
Big Drake on the first.
Bro. Listen, bro.
Nah, Riley old nigga.
You feel me, Drake?
Huh?
Man, come on, man.
Swag.
To me, he making it last, man. Yeah. When he had that little run doing interviews talking about Drake and who Tiger, we just thought that was publicity. It really wasn't going to be nothing further than that. But it's 2021. And this nigga Soulja Boy got a hit record. Number 1 on TikTok.
Right.
The kids love it.
It's the perfect era. You know what?
What?
I think, everything in style music come back around eventually. Soulja Boy figured out if you just stay relevant enough, the thing that I'm best at will come back around. You know what I'm saying? The TikTok era is perfect for Soulja Boy. That's the internet equivalent of the ringtone era.
Right.
The TikTok era is for me. Right.
Make It Clap is the crank that of 2021.
You feel me?
I'm smelling you.
You understand what I'm talking about?
And you're right. He just made for this era. And then he loved the talk. He gonna tell listen, first off, have you heard about his concert?
I heard about the old one when he was like ripped off a whole bunch of Nintendo games and shit.
He was talking shit about it 2 years ago. Talking about it before it really existed. And he had like a little prototype. He had all kinds of Nintendo games on there, Zelda, Mario, shit that I really know he could be sued for.
Yeah, because them people, you definitely don't own it.
But at the same time, it's making this hit. This nigga that came back around and he really done released a real Soulja console. And now I don't have all that copywritten shit on there. Like,
what type of shit on there do you know?
Man, I have no idea, but I know that he has
It ain't that type of shit.
No, it ain't that shit. He got original games on there, so they make it better. And you just gotta applaud that black brother, man. Like, he really keeping it going. I thought, you wouldn't imagine that you'll be seeing Soulja Boy right now. He being irrelevant as he is.
See, you know what Soulja Boy is?
What?
The thing about when Soulja Boy say I was the first rapper on the moon, or I was the first nigga to do a backflip in summertime, whatever he say, he always had receipts for it. You know what I'm saying? That's why you can't really like when he hit you with the fact that you like, I guess you was nigga like. He really the equivalent of what Bow Wow be trying to be. Soulja Boy is Bow Wow with receipts. If Bow Wow had these receipts, he be talking about, then he make it be a little more better received. But Soulja Boy would say, man, I been there such and such. Like, nigga, no, you did. Like, nigga, yes, I did. And then Bow Wow want to be like, he think he more famous than he is currently. Right. Soulja Boy don't never try to like make himself seem more famous. He just always try to remind you of what he did. Right. Like, I made this up right now, but how you gonna say I ain't when I did this, and this? Go look at it.
When you say I created YouTube, it sounds crazy. But then when you see that he was the first rapper really like, uploaded a video that had 1 million views, you be like, damn, well, he is a pioneer.
You know what I'm saying?
He like 30 himself right now. I think he just turned 30.
Long career ahead of him. Some niggas don't even pop like 2 Chainz, Rick Ross, then pop off until they was in their 30s. So you know what I'm saying? So for him to be an OG at 30, it's crazy. He got a lot ahead of him, which is crazy. Soulja Boy, who would have thought? Dre.
Nah, Soulja Boy is also a real motherfucker. Like,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
I want to tell you.
He'll.
Now, you know about the story when them 3 people ran into Soulja Boy's studio. What the fuck he did, bro? He laid all 3 of them down. I think maybe one lived.
He shot a nigga in the ass, but he busted all of them, though.
Yeah.
He tried to let everybody fit it. You know what I'm saying? But goddamn, only one nigga got hit in the ass.
He really killed these folks. Like, straight up, bro. Hey, the first interview, he killed these folks, man. These folks were dead. You hear me? You seen the first interview, like, when he was talking about it, he was like, oh, I was in there, they rushed in there, I grabbed my gat, I just started. Like, it was so animated that people really didn't believe it happened.
But he had receipts, and the receipts was the nigga that Soulja Boy killed up that night with shit. Like,
that boy saying he was fucked up on lean for a long time. Like, if you see his interviews lately, like, he really talking clear. Like, and he told the story again, and it sounded believable. He was like, yeah, man, I was just trying to protect my friends. Like, it's a whole flip. And that's really the Soulja Boy we need to see, because that shit he was doing last year is good for publicity. But if you really want to run business, you got to handle yourself with some sense,
Well, all we know, that's the real Soulja behind the scenes. Soulja Boy know how to turn social media up when you need to do something. Soulja Boy had been relevant making these many deals behind the scenes for him to be as ignorant as he portrayed on the camera. So
that's true.
The introspective Soulja Boy that we may think, oh, he growing up, that might be how he is behind
and laws of power.
Anyway.
Laws of power. Play dumb.
It's all a hustle.
That nigga really playing dumb. He may be a genius.
He absolutely is a genius. Big Draco the first, 1,000 Seymour.
Now, bro, tell them about this new law they done passed in Georgia, bro.
It's
like, that's really what's gonna fuck their heads up.
Now, help me out on the particulars of it, but I know it's something to the effect of, and it seems like a setup to let the police kill niggas. Know what I'm saying?
It sounds like it's set up.
Y'all judge that for yourself, but they passed some kind of law that's saying, like, if you're being arrested by the police and you feel like they're being too rough with you, it's not legal for you to use physical force to resist. So even if you did whatever you did, your nigga grab you, like, you too rough with me, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You can, like, it's legal for you to defend yourself. But if anybody know anything about the rules or the laws behind using deadly force, and you feel like whoever fucking with you got the ability, the opportunity, and you feel like you're in jeopardy, they can do this. Let's say, like, if me and Mojo sitting right here, and I feel like Mojo could choke the fuck out of me, I have a right to do deadly force because he right here. You can't say how I feel, and he got the ability to choke me if he tried to choke me. You know what I'm saying? So goddamn, we got to say, goddamn, what it is. So then police go kill niggas for defending themselves. It's in your rights to defend yourself. If it's in their rights to shoot you. So then we fucked up.
Bro, it's gonna be something come from this law, because it just. Imagine somebody rob No, we're not gonna say rob a store. Any lawful thing that like they can be they can be in their right of arresting you. You can make stolen a piece of candy and now they're coming to arrest you. If they handle you a little bit too rough, you're now in your rights. Like, hold up, man, get up off me. You don't have to do it this much. And somebody watching can also jump in. If you see somebody getting arrested and you feel like, yo, they doing a little bit too much, you can jump in, but what are they setting you up for? Because the police still have the same laws. If they feel threatened, they still can let that thing go. Now, maybe, do you think this will slow police up from doing excessive force? Maybe that's what the whole.
I think all this shit is playing. I think they have like they set out, and then we get into some deep water here. I feel like the powers that be, they set out things. Like they had different initiatives they want to exact and different levels of force they want to up. Like by a certain time point, it's their job to figure out how we gonna get them to this point. We got padded law to get them to this, the padded law to get them to that, so they can eventually get to the point we're trying to get them to. I feel like it's all that. I feel like eventually they want to make like a police or military type state, how people have curfews and you can really crack down on shit. But you can't just jump from regular shit to that shit. So you got to implement subtle changes and let things happen so you can justify your next law to get to that point.
But you're getting deep. And you know they already said across the country there's like already big buildings, like prisons set up to contain people. No people in them right now.
Right.
Who are y'all making these buildings for? So it all build up on top of each other, man. When you go down that rabbit hole and really look at what the government may be trying to set us up for, make you want to move a little differently and just be careful. Like, all because they give you the rope to be able to do this, you may not want to jump out there and just hop in somebody's business because you feel it's rough. I know everybody want to do the right thing, but shit, when we think about the George Floyd, matter of fact, think about in that situation. Think about how many people were surrounding him in that situation. Now, this law was in effect up there, and them people will jumped in. What do you think would have happened?
Exactly what happened to George Floyd, but on a wider scale, and probably with a different weapon. You know what I'm saying? Like it seems like it just some shit to make some shit happen. You know what I'm saying? It's weird.
Yeah, man. So shit.
Then it's the South. Everybody got a fucking gun. Everybody know everybody. That's such and such, boy. Get off of him. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's just
real quick.
Like what you trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like what you trying to do really? It's just some weird type of shit. So y'all just be mindful of shit. Like niggas really need to be looking up on different laws and shit. Cause I mean, I always hear people say like, know what I'm saying? Like if you do something that you didn't know was against the law and you did it, and then you in front of the judge, you like, well, I didn't know that you can do that. The judge gonna tell you ignorance of the law, no excuse. That's your fault.
That's exactly what he's gonna say.
You know what I'm saying? So it's best to know what the fuck you can and can't do. Cause they're really trying to get niggas in. They're trying to
before they jam you up, boy. They locking niggas up, throwing away the key. Put them under the jail, man. So here, folks, man, we just trying to tell y'all be careful, man, cause shit, I'm a have mine, man. You know, they ain't getting me. I promise, man.
You feel me? They're trying to back them back some niggas.
So listen, man. Once again, man, we had a fabulous show, man. Like, how you feeling, man?
I'm feeling spectacular, man. It's another one in the books, man. This is the 4-7 Met. We give you the facts, theories, and opinions. And my name is Gringo Marks.
Man, I'm the one of magnetic flavor. Mojo Goody, man. And we'll catch y'all next time. Please press subscribe at the bottom of the screen, man. Fuck with us so we can fuck with you.
Special guest next episode. Y'all get ready for. I'm telling you, he's gonna set it on fire. Fuck you. I'm telling you, y'all know him. And you gonna get along a little bit better. You hear me?